What's up, everyone? It is Jason Jani. Welcome back to the channel. Now, just a little while ago, I shared kind of a behind-the-scenes tour of my DJ booth, and I made some adjustments based on some things I've been moving around, and I wanted to provide you a little bit of an update as to what I'm working with and give you a little bit of insight to the gear behind the DJ booth. So if we direct our way on over to the booth, I want to walk you through this really quickly. And if you have any questions at all, you need help with anything about any of the gear I'm using, you have questions on why I'm using this gear, throw it in the comments down below. I'll do my best to answer every single question, every single person, however I can. Let's jump into the booth and see what I'm working with right here, right now. So a behind the scenes tour of this booth goes like this. So we're gonna start at the top and we're gonna kind of work our way down. Up top, we have our playing computer. I'm a big fan of Serato, so everything I do is on the Serato DJ platform, okay? Right next to that, I have my Akai touchpad, my MIDI controller, which is linked to my Show Express, which actually resides on this computer right here. Now, underneath this shelf, I have my wireless DMX as well as my Show Express controller. It's actually mounted in this booth, so I never have to go anywhere without it. Everything's dialed in and it is just set up to work as whenever we power this booth on. Now, what I'm working with, the Pioneer CDJ 3000s, the DJM S11 by Pioneer with the throwback kind of faceplate. Over here we have our media computer. Again, I like to use Ecamm to kind of power the visuals on the front of my booth, and whether I'm using a single booth or I'm using a double booth or a triple booth, or I'm using video screens, video wall, or whatever, I like to use Ecamm as the platform to send the signal to my distribution source, which can actually be found in my rack. When we go down to the rack, in my previous video, I was using a Yamaha analog style mixer, but one of my favorite mixers to use is actually this mixer right here. And this is the QSC Touch Mix 8. Underneath my Touch Mix 8, I have my Shure QLXD microphones, and we use two with a distribution system that allows us to use multiple microphones and to use one antenna source. So it takes a single rack space, but with this rack space, if we're not using antennas like this, we could actually mount our ears and throw the signal super far. Underneath that, we have a couple of different, we have a power conditioner, we have a second power conditioner, and then I have some additional video equipment in the event that there's an issue or something is happening, or I'm working with a cinematographer that can't use the Ecamm platform. I have a Kramer presentation switcher scaler. I love this equipment because it's super solid, and we used Kramer for a very long time until we moved over to the Ecamm platform. Underneath that, I have a 1x8 distribution source for HDMI, so we can send signal to multiple systems. With this, I can power up my reference monitor as well as the screen on the outside of this booth and any additional booths that I have, so everything is always in time. And if I'm sending signals to something bigger or different or in a different location, we try to use wireless HDMI, and there's a lot of different platforms that we've used here at SCE, and right now I'm a big fan of the Peerless system. Outside of that, we have our drawer, which houses all of our backup kind of batteries and microphones and things that we need when we work with other professionals. And then I have my Redco patch panel. Now, on the back of this Touch Mix 8, I've run two different outs so that I can work with different cinema teams and record to different style devices or different types of devices simultaneously. So that's one of the big positives about this mixer, outside of kind of the digital feature set and some of the really cool enhanced features of this mixer. It allows you to send multiple zones out in addition to your master right and left. And there we have it. Outside of all of that, we have my oh shit bag. If you haven't seen the video on the oh shit bag, make sure that you click the link up above and you can kind of check that all out. Beyond that, we have our fan right over here to keep things nice and cool through the summer months here in Jersey. It's a little hot back here sometimes. Anyway, that's a tour 2.0 of one of my current working DJ booths. Hope you enjoyed this little tour. If you have any questions or comments, throw it in the comment below. Appreciate your view, appreciate your support, appreciate all the love, and thanks for watching.